Good evening, everyone. Happy Thursday evening, everyone. Um, what's good? Welcome back to this episode of Downtown Block Marathon Madness. Today we're doing season 10, episode 9. So let's get into it. Um, so he gets breakfast, he gets to Heartland. Today is a Thursday, so in this episode, so today is preschool program. So today he's once again Mr. Hunter. So the kiddos get there. We do our morning centers, art, music, science, lighting, blocks, blocks and blocks and manipulatives, um, and music. So they enjoy their centers, and then we have morning meeting. We do our welcome song, and then we have our calendar, days of the week, months of the year song, and then we do our month, date, and year on the calendar. And then we do our weather wrap, and um, then we have a kiddo check the weather. Then then they come back in. They report the weather to the rest of their friends and to everybody, and they enjoy that each time. So that's like their favorite part. Um, is the morning meeting, the calendar. They get to put the calendar pieces on, and they enjoy it. Like when I was a kid, when I was like in elementary school, and we had calendar back in the day, putting the pieces on the board, I felt so special. I enjoyed it. I don't know. But anyway, but those were back in a long time ago, back in the good old days. Oh my gosh. Okay. But now I'm much older and tired and oh my gosh. But anyway, and then we have our music lesson. And then after that, we have story time to go up to the nook, and the teacher who does the lesson teaches leads to them, and then we have alphabet lesson, same like basic stuff, the letters and the sounds of the letters and whatnot. And we have a snack time. We do our snack song, and then they have their snack, and then we have physical activity. They have like an obstacle course or something like that to get some exercise and to get the sugar out, to get the energy out, um, but to stay so they can stay healthy. And then let's see. And then we have theme lesson, so that could be like a craft or like just anything based on our theme, which I think is probably like springtime at this point or something like that. So, um, so they do that, and then we have our closing centers, which are the same as the morning center. And then we have closing time. We do some activities. We go over the theme. And today, since it's the last week of the whole week, for the program we talk about the week that they had and what was their favorite part, and we talk about the what the theme was, and and kind of like quiz them. We do a quiz type thing, not really, but then we do the letter. We do review of the letter, the week number, the week whatever that may have been, um, and then we do some more songs. We do our closing song at the end, and then they get their stuff, and then they go home with their parents. And then all the teachers, everybody, the bell rings for Hartman. He's done for the day at Hartman. He's no longer Mr. Hunter for the day, until next week. Until the next week. And then he goes back to the high school study hall, which is boring, so we don't show it. And then lunch. He chit chats with the Burrhead. Um, Today is game day Tuesday, so they do game day Thursday, so they do some mobile games on their phones. And then today is like chicken Alfredo day or spaghetti day, something like that. Um, So they enjoy their lunch, and then after lunch he goes to science with Mr. Mendock and Mr. Miller. They have bell work lesson activity. Then he goes to Mr. Stevens after 2. They have a bell work lesson and then like activity, and then he goes to resource. Him and Miss Oswald do the help. She helps him with the Algebra 2 assignment, and then we get that done. And then he goes to Wildwood Ledge, U.S. history. They have bell work lesson activity type thing. Then the bell rings and he is done. And that is it for this episode of Sajo Buck Marathon Madness. Have a terrific Thursday night. And God bless and protect each and every one of you. And I will talk to you tomorrow for Friday night for another episode. So I'll see you then. Bye for now. Everyone, happy Friday night of Sound John Block Marathon Madness. I'm your host, Jonathan McGain, and today we're going to discuss Season 9, Episode 29, Fun Day, Friday 10. Um, so, um, this episode starts out with breakfast. He gets the Hartman. Today is Miss Higgins. Early childhood education is just a basic day. So today they just chit chat. They chit chat about what they're gonna do this weekend, and then we have an activity, and then we in the middle we have our 15-minute break, which we don't see because there's nothing crazy going on today with the Burhood or anything like that. And then after that, they chat about the previous week that they had with the preschool program. Like what went good, what went, what didn't go so good, and what to how to improve for next week, for how to improve our lessons and activities that we do. So we do that, and then we have a lesson, and then like some type of worksheet assignment type thing, and then um, near the end of the day at Hartman we have an FCCLA meeting. We just got done with the fundraiser for the Life Center or whatever, and we had to figure out where we want the money that we got donated to us, where we want it to. Do we want to just donate physical money, or do we want to buy products at the store, like diapers and like and whatnot, for the Life Center for women, or whatnot? So we discussed that. Um, and we discussed the successes and whatever of the fundraiser. And I think also I might be mistaken, but also uh, the FCCLA members whatnot do like a presentation. I think so. We got to see all the presentations or most of them. I think they're gonna do some like this Friday and the next Friday. So each member of the club or whatever or the class has to do a presentation of what they, you know, basically a spotlight of what they did during for FCCLA. So I think we did some of those, and then that was planned, and then we start planning and preparing for the next week. So and then the bell rings, he gets back to school, Stay Hall, which, same old, and then he goes to lunch. Today is Pizza Friday, with chips and ice cream and the whole 9 yards, which he enjoys. And then he chit chats with the Burhead. They talk about the week that they had, and they talk about the weekend and what they might do this weekend, whatnot. Just chit chat, and then everyone enjoys their food, enjoys their lunch, and then he goes to um, science with Mr. Mendock and Mr. Miller, the student teacher. They have a bell work lesson, and then they have their weekly quiz or weekly test, or whatever. And then he has Algebra 2, Mr. Stevens. They have a test actually, so he goes down to Miss Oswald's room and takes and he gets help with the test. And after the test, he turns it in to Mr. Stevens, and then the bell rings. Then he goes to resource, goes back to resource, um, and he just works on other assignments and whatnot, and watches TikTok and YouTube to pass the time. And then after that, he goes to U.S. history with Mr. Wild, in which they have a bell work, and then I think they have like a quiz or something, and then they have some, then they work on some type of thing, assignment. And then near the end of the day before the bell, Hunter does his Friday dance. He does his ritual. Uh, People think he's kind of crazy, cuckoo, like always when he does it. But he don't care because he's a savage and he's gonna do whatever he wants because he lives life to the fullest. He lives his best one awesome life, and you should too. And then the bell rings and he goes home and has a wonderful weekend. But yeah, that is it for this episode of Saturday Block Marathon Madness. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a fantastic Friday night. And I'll see you next week for a whole new week of Saturday Block Marathon Madness. And I'll see you then. Bye for God bless you and protect you. May God bless and protect you. Sorry, my words are all mumbo jumbo. And I'll talk to you soon. See you next time, and bye for now.